What a world, Digimon, what coming in with that Cendrillmon gameplay for your retinas. And today we've absolutely slipped into Jurassic World, facing off with Dinomon. And I must admit, this is probably the first time I actually faced Dinomon, but I know with the new support, they be cooking. And it recently plays pretty high in the actual Digimon Nationals. So right here, standard play, EX-08 Shushu in the back. We got the starter deck reset out on front. So this is just the perfect setup right here. We've got some good memory gain that we can get. Obviously, we're not going to be choked and so forth. And it means that we just can actually start doing stuff without feeling trapped. And like clockwork right here, we do have the promo shoe. So me thinking, yeah, I'm like, you know what, let's go balls to the walls on this bad boy. Because like I say, we can go into the promo shoe for the reduced cost of 1, get out the familiar token, of course we're going to give it rush, suspend that girl, and then I'm going to go absolutely swinging hard. I'm going to go hard and fast, and look at this, not a problem because I do have those inevitables that shrink that security, which is going to be massive because we can just go full gas. And it's a bit risky because I could be knocking out freaking Mr. Williams there, you know, Mr. Riz, and giving the opponent mad value. But I go into the start deck Chaperone. I'm baiting out that ace play. I got Cendrillmon on deck. She's ready to spawn out wide on this. So the opponent is choked at 1. Gonna get that memory from the Williams and then hard slams a Dinomon. Lucky enough, the actual familiar token does not neg 5k, but it's absolutely fine. So right here, you're gonna see your boy, your brother, fumble the bag. Because for some reason, I completely forgot that Cendrillmon Ace does minus DP for other Digimon, so it doesn't actually count itself. And I had setup. I could have made this happen. Granted, I would give the opponent 4, but I had setup. So I'm there thinking, yep, it's all good. No, the brother's not dead. So this is a little bit awkward. I mean, 2 dinos out in the field. I'm not feeling so comfortable here. So right now, the opponent is going to go up to 2 because obviously Mr. Riz is going to then absolutely just knock that up by 1. And this is like quite scary because the thing with the new Dinomon support and obviously this top end is that effectively it can cheat up its line quite efficiently. Very memory efficient right here. Being the thing. So now we have the promo Dinomon, which has raid, which isn't great, and is going to raid into my Cendrillmon. Obviously, with that in mind, I mean, if he swings into it, blam, be able to obviously do damage and overflow, but he also digivolves me, which then gives the boy that memory, and also able to knock out the Chaperone, because the Chaperone unfortunately has not got that inheritable to stay alive. But lucky enough, I do have barrier though, but that's the glorious thing of that about the promo shoe. Barrier comes clutch, but unfortunately had to sack off one of my trainings, which could have come absolutely stellar. So here comes a search, and oh my days, got the Dinomon on deck. I'm like, oh, Destiny draw. This is not what I want to see, because this mon really goes hard on this deck. But we're going to go into another promo Dinomon right now, and this is just so unfortunate, as the opponent then goes into the Dinomon and absolutely ends my career, which is going to suspend and also delete the Chaperone. So right now, I've got a lonely shoe. We do have a nice cheeky attack from our Dinomon, which is then going to just clip my promo shoe, which then is just like, great, managed to clear board efficiently. I'm just here like, what do I do? I do have a good kind of like line, but if I go out and I can't finish the dinner, it's curtains, and I don't like curtains. It's a sunny day out and I don't want to be in pitch black. So I'm thinking, right, what's the play? Do I get a search? Because I've not even got a Cendrillmon up in here. Cendrillmon, she's still trying to find her glass slippers. It's like, girl, it's in the cabinet where you left them. Just, come on. It's like, Jesus, I'm getting my ass beat up in here. So I'm like, right, probably should kind of raise in the back. It's not great, but I mean, I can still set up. My security can be still pretty cracked. So I'm just going to go out with my 2 Orissas, which set up some amazing plays for us. It means that we can pretty much comfortably get 4 memory. So the opponent goes in with the purple and green Agumon, and look at this. This is like set up in motion right now. I've got rush targets. I've got the security's just freaking cracked. I'm like, okay, let's get out the old shoe, which is good. To be honest, I kind of wish that I had at least a searcher shoe in trash. But you know, it is what it is. But lucky enough, I can mine security 1 dinosaur, which is great. So right now, obviously, this one does have raid, and I'm just like, great, juicy, awesome. Yeah, you just cheat up into your Master Tyranno there, and this right here, I'm gonna suspend it. I'm gonna pop it, and I'm like, okay. EX-08, full suspend, and then I'm gonna throw out another shoe, and I'm gonna then minus security the other one. So I want to try and eliminate enough swings as I can. But we got the Ratari Williams coming in, and look at this, it's the perfect setup. My security has been cracked, good to go, and I'm like, this is unfortunate because now the opponent's going to Dino Rex, and this is just a master floodgate against my deck. I can't push out because I'm not over 6k. Unfortunately, I can't spawn anybody's out because they're not over 6k. My familiar tokens are 3k. This is not the value here. Absolutely not the value. So I'm a little bit stumped on like my approach. I can't even search. I can't dig. So I'm literally having to top deck my shit. I'm having to top deck my shit right now, which ain't great. I mean, execution wise, I'm doing the core plays here. I'm like making sure I'm memory efficient. You know how I do. You know, I got this. Is not my first rodeo, but I'm just not drawing into Cendrillmon. She's just literally non-existent right now. Granted, I've not really dig deep into my deck, but I thought she'd be here by now. No, literally, Cherubi Ace was my only level 6 to make an appearance. So I can't summon out a shoe. Gutted. I'm just sat here like, what do I do? How do I approach this? I gotta swing into a suspended Digimon. I pass. I simply pass. You know how sad that is when you just have to pass? When you know your ass is gonna get chewed up by dinosaurs? Look at Dino Rex. Look at that jaw. I was about to chew my head off. For real. Oh, and then the second Riz Master comes into the mix, and I'm like, could it get any worse? But I'm not going to be a douche and just say surrender. I'm going to see it through. I'm going to see what my last security was saying. I want to know what was in there. Because, I mean, I was getting absolutely the nuts in regards to setup. And surprise, Cendrill's finally found the glass slipper and she could join the party. But unfortunately, she's in the trash. She belongs for the streets. And I'm curtains up in here. Sheesh. Oh, boy. You know, we have those games. Unfortunately, I think it was the miss play on the Cherubi Ace. That right there, I was like, oh my god, why is that deleted? No, why is that not deleted? The Tyranno. Unfortunately, the Tyranno was 5k, not 4k, but it is what it is. We try and run that back next time. But if you enjoyed the video, smash it with a like as standard. Stay safe, stay fly, and I'll catch you next one. That's your boy D Dread, off the mic.